and welcome back to our channel, The Tasks of Pen Hen. Whoop.
What we've got to do is we've got to shizzy our way through here, and there's a few of the butternut squash are ready to harvest here. We've got come into my polytunnel.
That's an invitation.
Okay. Well, no, we'll go in. We can't. Open the doors. So I've cut back most of the chilies. Oh look! Hello, sorry chaffinch. Yeah, we'll open the door because Kyle eat that chaffinch otherwise. So I've cut back most of the chilies and just left what's left on there to ripen up. We've got just behind you. There's another butternut squash plant. So if you look through that, there's butternut squashes. Money slider. Raindrops going up my sleeves, onto my armpit. It's lovely. Nature's kisses. So yeah, so we'll harvest all the butternut squash on here that are ready to harvest. Don't walk backwards, Becky. You're in enough of a wreck as it is. So we have some I prepared earlier.
Pumpkins!
So I've taken down most of the crown. Oh, it fell out. I was going to say, can you help me take that out because it was stuck up there, but it's rolled off now, so I can pull all that down later. But that's my scent. And this is where we go catch.
Yeah, no.
So I think the overbongs are going to fruit again. So we've got some baby ones on there. Look, a baby. And they're flowering again. Oh, got a melon there that something's eaten, mousies.
Well, this makes a difference with all the tomatoes practically gone.
Yeah. So we've only got a few. So under here, it's in that long video, I put, there's garlic under here, and I put seeds down for green manure, but they'll take a little while to come through.
And some basil.
Yeah, it's the basil.
Still basil.
That were there. And we've also got, so where they've dropped tomato seeds.
Oh dear.
We have like quite a few, but I'll use those as green manure. I'll just cut them off and dig them in. So we have those little pumpkins.
Start of our pumpkin collection.
We have a pumpkin that's been munchkined.
Oh.
Oh, got to water my seeds as well. I've got bok choy that need to go in because we do like a bit of bok choy in the winter.
We do, yeah. We do.
I'm not sure whether the tomatoes are going to ripen off at all now.
We shall see. It has dropped in this temperature.
Yeah, I picked them Monday and they're just not ripening at all.
Oh, watch, the birds are still over there. Don't want to scare them.
Hello, beautiful.
Oh, behind me.
All right.
I believe they've flown out for anybody who was worried. They've flown past the husky. It is all okay. More seedlings have gone in. Some lettuce, I'm guessing.
Hello. It's me.
Where's Johnny? Happy Halloween.
Coriander's growing nicely. Coming up there in between the thing is the birdies have been eating there's
as you just saw.
these were broccoli. So
Broccoli.
With slugs, but I'm not using slug pellets. So the squishy squashies pumpkins that I planted up this side didn't go very well.
But we did this last year and they didn't grow very well here last year
They
either.
didn't grow very well anywhere last year. You know, the big one that we got, the
Crown Prince? No.
Vive de something or the other. Vive de neuf something. I can't remember what it's called now. The Cinderella pumpkins.
Cinderella pumpkins.
The biggest one we had last year was half the size of the one that we picked the other day.
And if you didn't see it, it's on our Instagram. 34.5.
Yeah, so just about that, yeah.
So we're going to see if we've got bigger ones.
These are a polar bear.
It's a polar bear pumpkin.
Look.
Wow.
We've doubled the size of the compost beds, or Sam's doubled the size of the compost beds for me. Still got onions in the ground.
Still onions.
Still onions.
Just in case, you know, there's an onion apocalypse.
Yeah, considering I've used so many onions in the sauces that I've made already. We have this jolly little beast here.
We'll take guesses. Anybody want to comment below on how much you think that one's gonna weigh?
We've got the one outside as well, which we'll go to in a minute.
Oh, here we go. This will be interesting. Here we go. Ha ha
I've
ha.
got to do today as well. I've got some more of the pretty borlotti beans to harvest. So these are the prettiest bean in the world. Look at that.
I think we have a theme for our videos now. It's just Borlotti. Maybe I should just change my name to Borlotti Becky. Not Pasca Penhen, it's Borlotti's channel.
So we've got
More pumpkins.
more pumpkins.
As you saw in the other video, more pumpkins. Again, that one looks quite small, so don't guess the weight of that one. But guess the weight of that one, because he's a big guy. And then there is more pumpkins up.
We've got some disco there. We've got some more. So these, I can't remember what they're called because, well, why would you? These are little individual butternut squashes, so I can hollow those out and stuff them and roast them.
The sweet corn's going over.
Another little pumpkin there. Yeah, the sweet corn is all being picked now. I'm leaving what's on for all the birdies. It's good nesting for them. We've left all the sunflowers, as you can see, they're all being slowly eaten. We've got the goldfinches back. They come in, we've got, you've got to find the pumpkins. There's another one hidden there.
I think it was easier to find them in the last video.
That one's bigger. Yeah, all this is grown up. That one's big.
Oh, that one is really big.
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't know if that's as big as, I think the
45?
I think the one that fell off the other day might be the heaviest one.
Oh, I'm going 45 on that one. That one looks like the same size as the one that rolled off.
Thinner.
Just because you're thin don't mean you can't be thick.
We've got some that aren't ripening. The crown prints that I grew outside are just not very good. That's one's gonna have to be
pulled off.
Yeah, go for the chickens.
Oh, Nux has given up. He's down and out.
So from the video the other day, what you can see is the difference when we stake up and do nice things to our kale plant. So that's all looking nice and tidy now. There's piles of the...
Who's got piles?
Piles. There's piles on the floor.
Oh.
My piles are on the floor.
Piles are on the floor. We shredded them, it's fine.
We've got... I don't know what this one is. I don't think that this is one of those ones, but it could be one of those ones unripe. I had plants left over, so I just put them in random places.
Again, the garden has kind of gone crazy.
It's the nasturtiums, they've just taken over the world, but the chickens love them, so I'll fill up a tote bag.
Toty moti.
We have got, I'm going to get very wet legs now. Over here, got some very nice heads of broccoli coming. One there, another one there.
I hope you guys can see that, because me getting over there is going to be hard.
Yeah, I can do it around for when.
Again.
And we've got a green broccoli there.
And as you can see, it's a very, very clear day here in Carmarthen.
We also have, so I think you've seen some of the kohlrabi that we've had, but they do, if you leave them all year, they turn into quite large little bits.
They kind of look like that spider from, is it the Santa Clarita diet? You know, the spider thing? That's what they remind me of. I don't know why. Probably because they look like them, but... Wet legs.
So we've got, right, I've got to cover my hands up here because I think this is what I'm allergic to. So in here we have all the celeriac. So most of it's under the ground, but they're starting to head up a bit now. Another one of the autumn crops. Parsnips, which I will be digging on Sunday. So we'll show you some of those.
Roast dinner.
The red cabbage have done amazingly this year.
Sorry, not paying attention to the red cabbage. I was just
Got big red cabbage everywhere.
big red cabbage.
Another big red cabbage.
Very big red cabbage. Similar to what you saw in the last video, but even bigger now.
We've got the Savoy cabbages doing well. What's that? Oh,
Kale.
That's why.
Kale,
Red cabbage,
kale.
more kale. Lettuces that have bolted. For some reason I've got carrots that have started getting to seed. We've got some nice sized carrots in there by the looks of it.
So the weather here at the moment, for those of you who don't live in Carmarthen, is kind of like this, but then it's been quite hot. But last week we had gale force winds, torrential rain, I don't know what the storm was called, but it was a storm. I know a storm did hit us, so
We've got winds over 50 miles an hour last week.
so again, it's made the garden grow crazy. So it's kind of perfect for that, but not all the best to garden in.
I've got to pick some of these purple beans
More purple beans
today.
thick.
So these they'll go for seed, most of these, or for the chickens. All
The rest of
runner
these.
beans that are left, I'm just waiting for those to dry off. I picked a load Monday, which are drying on the living room table. The problem with living where you work and when your house is a yurt and you've got 4 adults and 2 rather large dogs living in it, so you never use your dining room table because it's covered in things that are drying or plants that are growing. Or
Unless Beth comes to visit us, then everything has to be removed from the dining room table from a demand because she needs to eat her dinner at a dining room table. So thanks, Beth.
So
You do encourage us.
These are my Jerusalem artichokes, which were quite magnificently tall. So they're supposed to get to about 7 foot tall. Now I'm 5'4". Well, I used to be 5'4", probably not that anymore. So they're probably a little bit more than 7 foot tall. So we had, they were over 50 mile an hour winds last week. So we lost these. So once these are dug out, the end of October, November-ish, we'll be putting in tall fence posts. So that one's gone as well now. Tall fence posts and wires for these to go up because this will be a permanent bed for those. One thing we do need to have a look at, come this way, come back this way, come this way, come back this way. Yeah, there's a lot of clearing up to do in the garden. So these were sweet potatoes that I actually bought the slips. So they slice. No, that's a Swede. These are sweet potatoes here.
Oh.
So I bought the slips and they didn't really do that much. So I'm waiting again to end of October, November-ish to dig those up to see if there's anything. I might get a little bit impatient and have a go and see if any of them have got any. But we'll see. It's the first time I've ever grown sweet potatoes. So we'll see what comes of it.
They'll definitely would have grown up.
As you can see, if Becky goes down, the world has been taken over by nasturtium. So if we were to run out of greens, we can live on these until the first frost when they go to slime.
Wow.
I've also got, so from like one physalis plant last year, which are kind of in for green manure. These have gone crazy. I did this bed 2 weeks ago and all this was cut right down and it's all come back again, so I'm gonna chop and drop on this bed. I also have one of the lemon cucumbers, which no idea where the seed came from. It just like self-seeded and grew itself outdoors.
Yeah.
So we have that as well. We have, look, this is a jolly fine example of a red cabbage as well. These ones went in late as well, so
Wow.
they're doing really well. Yeah,
We'll have to show you the rest in the next video. She's going to keep going otherwise. She doesn't realise we're not that popular yet.
You can cut things, you know.
Say goodbye to the people.
Bye bye people.
Bye, people.
Bye 6 people who follow us.
75. 75 people who follow us. Thank you very much. And we'll see you in the next video.